Bonjour Year 7, welcome to lesson 9 of this second summer half term. So we continue today with the general theme of activities that we like to do and don't like to do as well. So here's the list of equipment that you need for today's lesson. You will need the exercise book the school gave you, a pen and a ruler, your knowledge organiser for module 6 and wordreference.com to look up any words not in your knowledge organiser. So you can have wordreference.com open in a web browser. If you just click on the link from class charts, and also your knowledge organiser for module 6 is on class charts for you just to click on so that you can open it and have it on a separate tab. Pause to do that now and press play to continue. Please remember to email me if you have any questions at all about the activities in today's lesson, and here's my email address. And please remember to upload a copy of your work onto class charts for me to take a look at and give you a well-deserved achievement point. Merci. Copier la date et le titre. And the title is in English today because we're going to be using MA plus the infinitive form with the present tense to say which activities we like to do and when we actually do them as well. So, for your do now, I would like you to match up the French phrases with the English. So write both the French and the English. So pause to get all of that ready for me now. And now it's time to check your answers. 1. J'aime is I like. 2. J'aime beaucoup. I really like, I like a lot. For ease today, I would like you to translate it as I really like, because otherwise you have to say I like and then put the verb in. I like to swim a lot. I like to go cycling a lot. And you have to remember to put the a lot on the end because of the way English is formed. If you put I really like to go cycling, it's just easier to do and you're not going to forget the a lot bit on the end. So for today's lesson, translate j'aime beaucoup as I really like, if you can remember that. 3. J'aime assez is I quite like. So assez is quite. 4. J'adore, I love. 5. Je n'aime pas, I don't like. Remember when we've got the ne and the pas around the verb, which is M, it's a negative, so that's I don't like. And finally, 6. Je déteste, I hate. So pause to double check you've got those correct and you've spelt them correctly, and press play to go on to activity 1. Okay, year 7. So what we're going to do now is copy down the French phrases here with their English translations opposite. So you notice there are blanks in both. So for number 1, let's have a go at doing this together. So j'aime blank des livres equals I blank to read books. Okay, so we know we need the verb to read because we've got that here. So we can either look through the list and think, oh, I know that lire is to read, and then we put that there. So j'aime lire des livres. And then think, what's the English for that? Well, what's j'aime? J'aime is I. What is it? Good. I like to read books, so we write like on this side. Okay, so remember you've got your verbs down here to help if you need a reminder. And you can use your do know activity to translate all of these opinion verbs here. So the French translation is translated into English. Pause to do that now and press play to check your answers. Okay, let's check those answers. The first one we did together, j'aime lire des livres. I like to read or reading books. Good. 2. J'adore regarder la télé. I love to watch or watching TV. 3. J'aime assez jouer au foot. I quite like to play or playing football. 4. J'aime beaucoup jouer sur mon ordinateur. I really like to play or playing on my computer. 5. Je n'aime pas manger des pizzas. I don't like to eat or eating pizzas. Et finalement, finally, numéro 6. Je déteste surfer sur Internet. I hate to surf or surfing the internet. So pause to check you've got those answers down correctly. Okay, très bien. Okay, pens down now please. Year 7, I'd like your attention. I want you to listen really carefully when I go through the next grammar point. Okay, do not write anything just now. Just listen. Put everything up your way that could distract you. So when we use an opinion with a verb, we need to use the infinitive form of the second verb. So it needs to have its er, ir, or re ending at the end of the second verb. So these three endings translate as the to part in the infinitive in English. So jouer with the er on the end is to play. Faire with the re on the end is to do. So they need those endings on there, er, re, and the ir ones, in order to say the to part as well. Okay, so here we've got your opinion verbs. So we've got the examples of j'aime and j'adore in this column here. And after j'aime or j'adore, we have to put the infinitive with its correct ending on. So j'aime jouer is I like to play. And sur ma PlayStation, on my PlayStation. Okay, so this needs its er. You can't say j'aime joue because that means I like, I play. You have to say the to play, so make sure your er ending's on here. J'aime jouer. Okay, to say I love to go shopping or to do shopping. J'adore faire, which must have its re ending on the end here. Les magasins. You can't say j'aime fais, F-A-I-S, les magasins, because that's like I love, I do the shopping, or I go shopping. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, what I'd like you to do now is pause the recording and copy the grammar point exactly as you see it on the screen. Okay, well done year 7. So you've thought about how to say I like and I love to do and then the activity. And what I want to focus on is bringing together the I like to do and then saying how often you do the activity. So you're using the j'aime plus the infinitive, and then you're using the je fais, and then you're saying how often you do the activity as well. So that makes your sentences more complex. What I want you to do for this activity is, first of all, copy the 8 sentences in French into your book, and then I want you to translate the sentences into English beside them. I have given you some vocabulary on the right hand side. So just to remind you, on talking about time phrases, the expressions are a little different in French. So le samedi is on Saturdays, how we'd say that in English, and it's singular in French, le samedi. Le soir means in the evening. That means every evening. And on été is in summer. Okay. So pause to copy the sentences and to translate them into English using the vocabulary to help. Great work, year 7. Now we'll check your answers. Je fais du sport tous les jours is I do sport every day. 2. Je fais du ski le samedi. I go skiing or I ski on Saturdays. 3. Je fais du skate le soir. So either I skateboard or I go skateboarding in the evening. 4. Je fais du judo le mercredi. I do judo on Wednesdays. 5. L'après-midi, je fais du vélo. In the afternoon, I cycle or go cycling. Remember, quite a lot of these verbs that take faire, to do, this sport or activity in French, we actually say go in English. 6. Le week-end, je fais les magasins. At the weekend, I go shopping. Très bien. Well done. Sept. Le samedi soir, je fais la cuisine. That's on Saturday evening, I do the cooking or I cook. Et 8. En été, je fais de la planche à voile. In summer, I go windsurfing. Excellent. Really good work there, Year 7. Pause to double check those answers now and press play to go on to the next activity. Well done, Year 7. Now, activity 4. I want you to match the opinion in this column with the activity in this column. So you need to really do some thinking about the different phrases and the opinion verbs and then the activities in the je form. So, for example, j'aime regarder la télé is I like to watch TV. So you now need to look over to this column at letters A to F and see which one has got a TV program mentioned. Which one can you see has got a TV program mentioned in it? Well done if you said E, The Simpsons. So, j'aime regarder la télé. I like to watch TV. Je regarde les Simpsons. C'est super. I watch The Simpsons. It's great. Okay, they would match up. So you'd write it out. J'aime regarder la télé. Full stop. Je regarde les Simpsons. C'est super. And then you translate it. So I like to watch TV. Full stop. I watch The Simpsons. It's great. Okay. Complete the rest of the activity now for me. Okay, in your books, it should take about 10 minutes. Pause to do that now. Press play to get the answers. And now it's time to check your answers, Year 7. 1. J'aime regarder la télé. Je regarde les Simpsons, c'est super. I like to watch TV. I watch The Simpsons, it's great. So we did that one together. 2. J'aime beaucoup faire les magasins. Je fais du shopping le samedi. I really like going shopping. I go shopping on a Saturday is what you should have written, or on Saturdays is fine as well. 3. J'adore surfer sur Internet. Je regarde des vidéos sur YouTube. I love surfing the net or going online, you might have written. I watch videos on YouTube. Très bien. 4. J'aime assez jouer sur ma PS4. Je joue à Final Fantasy de temps en temps. So I quite like playing on my PS4. I play Final Fantasy from time to time. 5. Je n'aime pas faire du sport. Je joue au foot au collège, c'est nul. So I don't like doing sports. I play football at school. It's rubbish. And finally, 6. Je déteste faire la cuisine. Je mange chez Pizza Hut, c'est facile. I hate doing the cooking, or I hate cooking. I eat at Pizza Hut, it's easy. Okay, pause if you need to double check those answers now and then press play to go on to the next activity. Okay, Year 7, you're now going to listen to me reading this letter from Yasmin. Okay, you can see her name at the bottom, Yasmin. And you'll notice that there are 8 verbs missing, 8 essential verbs missing here, and they're all numbered. Okay, When I read it, I want you to pause if you need to and write down the verb that you hear. So pause as often as you like. And at the end, you should have 8 verbs written down. Okay. Write down the numbers 1 to 8 in your margin. Pause to do that now. Okay. J'adore le week-end. Le samedi matin, j'aime jouer au basket avec ma sœur. Pause if you need to. Mais en été, je joue au tennis avec mon frère. C'est génial. Le samedi après-midi, j'aime faire les magasins avec mes amis et je fais du shopping et je mange de la pizza. C'est super. Pause if you need to. Le dimanche matin, j'aime faire du vélo avec mes cousins. C'est cool. Normalement, le dimanche soir, j'aime regarder un film avec ma famille. Je regarde une comédie avec mes parents d'habitude. Et toi, qu'est-ce que tu fais le week-end? Pause and rewind as much as you need to for this activity, then press play to get your answers. Okay, well done Year 7, great work. I want you to check now all of your answers. So you should just have 8 verbs written down. Make sure that after j'aime, your verb is the infinitive with its er or re ending. And make sure that after je in the present tense, you've correctly formed the present tense. Okay, you've not put the infinitive after je. Pause to check that now and press play to continue. Great work so far, Year 7. Now I want you to write a reply to Yasmin's letter, which is here. So this is the text we had and you filled in the verbs in the previous activity. What I want you to do is write at least 40 words about your activities on the weekend. And I want to break that down and I want you to include the following. What you do and who you do it with. At least 6 activities that you do on the weekend. What your opinions are on those activities. So using the opinion verbs j'aime, j'adore, etc. And then using things like great and cool to describe them. I want you to use opinions and reasons about the activities. So again, opinion verbs and what you think about them and why you think that. That's the reasons why you think what you do about the different activities. And then finally, I want you to include as many connectives, joining phrases together, and time phrases indicating what day or what time of day you do those activities. Pause to do that now and press play when you're ready to complete to the end of the lesson. Bon travail, great work today, Year 7. You've worked so hard and I am very excited to see your pictures of your paragraphs which you've written in reply to Yasmin. Please do take a copy of all of your work from today's lesson and upload it onto class charts within 2 days of this lesson. Okay, merci, au revoir.